Hello friends, good evening all of you. So today's session we are going to see about PYQs revision in this class. Actually we have completed maximum topics in research aptitude. So we can start from PYQs full and full. So maximum we have to try to solve 5 years question, at least 3 sets of questions already I said, okay. So very often I'll put this like this PYQs revision and it's a direct a class also, it's a live class also I'll put, and sometimes we will do this a marathon also, just one complete revision, okay, that we can see one by one. So now let's we start today's class. First one, a university teacher plans to improve the study habits of students in his her class. Which type of research paradigm will be helpful in this regard? So here actually we have to use action research. So what is the explanation also I have given for your reference. So action research is a systematic research approach conducted by practitioners such as teachers to identify a problem. That is, action research means immediate solution. So implement an intervention, observe the results and improve the practice. So in this case, the university teacher wants to improve students' study habits. The teacher can identify the existing problems, introduce new study categories, observe student responses, and they will based on the findings. So therefore action research is the most appropriate here. Example, we can take the teacher notice that students are not regularly completing assignments. The teacher introduces a weekly study plan activity, observe students participation and performance, and evaluate the results and modify the strategies if need. That is going to improve that one. Okay, these are the concept actually. So action research is a correct answer. Next one, through which research method the manipulation of an independent variable, that is effect on the in the independent variable, is examined with reference high hypothesis under control conditions. Here its answer will be the experimental research. So what is experimental research already we have seen, but question itself it will see, it will be better to understand. So experimental research is a method which we researchers deliberately manipulate the independent variable and observe that effect of dependent variable under control conditions. These are the keywords that highlighted. So the researchers usually form the hypothesis and conduct experiment to determine whether changes in the independent variable changes in the dependent variable. Example, we can say teacher wants to find out whether a new teaching method, that is called independent variable, improves students academic performance, that is called dependent variable. So the teacher applies a new method to one group and compares the performance with a control group using the traditional method. This is called experimental method actually, we can say. Next one, there are two sets actually match the following questions. Fundamental research, what actually? That's applied this one. Fundamental research, we can say developing an effective explanation through theory building, theory based one. Action research, you can say this one we can say immediate solution. Action research, for example, improving the existing situation through use of intervention. So I'm going to say, for example, fundamental, this is called theory building. I know that is two means you can eliminate this one and this one. So now you can see this one we have, and first and fourth we have. Now you can see check the options. So which one is correct? Action research, what is it? Improving and existing, that one. So third one. So see third one, see fourth one. So the third one will be correct. So applied research, actually this is called exploring the possibility of theory for use various situation. Evaluative research, actually this is called finding out the extent it's perceived impact of intervention. So here I have given what is fundamentals, what is applied research, and what is action research, and evaluation research also for actually reference purpose I have given. So next one, action research. Action research, that one of the main keyword is the solving solution, immediate solution. So research carried out to solve a immediate solution. So what is action research? A systematic research approach conducted to identify and solve an immediate practical problems and improve an existing situation. It is commonly carried out by practitioners such as teachers, administrators, and professionals, and taking their own working environment. Next one, the study in which the investigators attempt to trace the effect is known as what? Actually, that is called exposed factor research. What is ex post facto research? We have to know. It is a research method in which a researcher investigates existing effect and attempts to trace the possible cause after the event has already occurred. This researcher actually does not manipulate independent variable because the event or conditions has already taken place. Therefore, it is called casual comparative research. So, example, we can say when researcher wants to find out whether students' poor academic performance is associated with factors such as lack of parental support or low attendance. Since these conditions already exist and cannot be manipulated by the researcher studied their relationship respectively. This is called ex post facto research. And fundamental research always is finding new principles. So here we are just fundamental research is also basic of pure research, aims to expand the existing knowledge by discovering new principles, theories, concept and relation. That's one of the important keyword actually. So it's increasing theoretical understand rather than solving immediate practical problem. Here fundamental means it's a theoretical understanding. So therefore the ability of expound a new principle the best represent the fundamental research. So the experimental studies is based on the manipulation of variable. That is important keyword for experimental studies. Why we are watching actually is PYQs means one of the main thing, what is the concept, what is the keyword we can understand. That's more than enough. Because theory papers everywhere, we have to know definition, what is the heading and subtopics and keywords. It's more than enough. No need to read full and full actually. So here the manipulation of variables. So this experimental study is primarily based on the manipulation of one or more independent variable to examine their effect on a dependent variable under control conditions. This is a cause and effect relationship normally used to say. And action research, already I told you, the researchers carried out a solved immediate solution. And books and records are the primary source of data. What is actually historical data? So historical data is a systematic system. This is a past events. Past means historical. People, institutions, developments using evidence from the past. So in this type of research book, official records, documents, manuscripts, letters, newspapers, diaries, archives, achievements and historical documents or anything, we can take it as historical this one. Example, research studying history of Indian education during the colonial, it's a period of examined government records, old educational reports, books, newspaper, and personal letters from the period. And in qualitative research paradigm, which of the following futures may be considered? So main thing, data collection with bottom-up empirical evidence. What is qualitative actually? Qualitative means this is a wordings descriptive model. This research generally follows bottom-up inductive approach starting from observation and participants' experience. The research identifies patterns, themes, and meaning from the collective data. And here, what is the ex post factor method, case study method, philosophical methods, descriptive survey methods? If you are not reading it, even that full and full also, just you can see the question itself, that 4 points, that data is also we can take automatically, we can collect the actually notes. That is important thing. That's why we are watching it's a PYQs, very important. What is ex post facto method? So down I have given, you can see studies causal relationship through casual comparison and correlation between without manipulating variables. Okay, so which one will be the answer? Fourth will be the answer, casual comparison and correlation studies. So fourth one answer means first and second one it will be fourth and first one, second one it will be just deleted. Yes. Now we can see B, no need to work out. B is a case study method, in-depth study. Case study means in-depth study unit is specified for the purpose. B5 only, both they have given. This is one of the important criteria we have to understand. First, elimination method, we are eliminating instead of 4 choices, 2 choices. So from the 2 choice also, which is no need to work out, we have to check. Because no need to work out and no need to waste our time. So which we need to find out. C also here, sorry, some typo error. Actually, it's something it's different. Here 1, here 2 it has to give. Some typo error, so 2 it has to give. So this is actually philosophical method means C is a 2, interpretation of thoughts of great thinker. And descriptive survey means it's a from first one, finding out the status based on the study large samples. So this is the correct answer. Okay. So thank you all of you. We will see this very often. We will see the PYQs for every units which we have completed already. That is called teaching aptitude and research aptitude. Very often we can see. If you are interested in your WhatsApp group, just the we can keep in the live channel, live session also. That also it will be good weekly once I set up. But once we can complete after completing of 3 or 4 units, it will be better to find give the full and full PYQs a marathon like this. Okay, and thank you all of you. Thank you once again. We'll see. I'm on to the see you on the next video.